Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 8 famous faces finally revealed. So when we're talking about celebrities, you see their faces absolutely everywhere, whether it's in movies, music videos, or out on the street caught by paparazzi. But there are some celebs who don't show off their faces very often. So here are some celebrities' faces finally revealed. Before we get into it, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. First off, we have Marshmello. Marshmello is one of the biggest electronic music producers and DJs out there right now. But little is known about him as he's very elusive, not even showing his face. He's 26 years old and comes from Philadelphia, USA. Now, there are many DJs and Marshmello's very talented. But many suspect one thing that got him very famous was his gimmick, that being a large marshmallow on his head. That cute helmet he seems to wear everywhere draws a lot of attention. But who really is Marshmello? Well, his real identity is Chris Comstock, aka .com. They have the same management and also the same tattoos. This led many people to reveal Marshmello's real identity. Also, when Skrillex got a call during an interview, the name came up as Chris. But when he answered the phone, he said, "Hi Marshmello." There have been many fake Marshmello face reveals by Marshmello himself. One time it turned out to be Will Ferrell, another time it was Tiso, a fellow DJ, and even Shawn Mendes has once worn the Marshmello mask. But now everyone knows Marshmello's real identity is Chris Comstock. Next up is Banksy. So Banksy is the most famous graffiti artist of all time, and probably one of the top 10 most famous artists still living today. But who is this anonymous 44-year-old British artist? For years, many suspected the singer Robert Deljon of the band Massive Attack. However, this theory was later debunked and he is not Banksy. Right now, most people believe Banksy is Robin Gunningham. A picture of him with a few graffiti utensils was captured in Jamaica, right about the time when some Banksy art appeared in Jamaica. Many thought this was Banksy, but people weren't sure until last week. Last week, Banksy unveiled a 10-year prank. 10 years ago, he installed a shredder into a piece of his artwork. Then 10 years later, when it was finally sold at auction, he shredded it using a remote control. But right after using the remote control, someone caught on camera Banksy filming himself shredding it. As you can see, this guy is the same man in the photos from before. Either that would be an insane coincidence, or this guy is Banksy. Personally, I think this guy is definitely Banksy. Also on Banksy's official Instagram account, a video from this man's perspective appeared. So guys, we finally know who Banksy is. Next up is Deadmau 5. Deadmau 5 is one of the most popular and famous electronic music producers of all time. He is known for lots of hit songs and remixes, but he is best known, even by those who don't listen to him, by his mouse ears. He wears a large, customized mouse headpiece whenever he's performing, and he apparently has hundreds and hundreds of different variations of it. But the man himself is actually Canadian Joel Zimmerman. He may look less interesting than he does when he's wearing those large helmets, but he does have various very interesting tattoos, including Minecraft tattoos. The Deadmau 5 classic helmet is now an icon around the world, and despite a large legal battle with Disney over the similarities between Deadmau 5's helmet and Mickey Mouse, he's very famous. But now you know the face behind the mouse. Next up is HowToBasic. So HowToBasic is one of the largest YouTubers on the platform. His channel has over 12 million subscribers and nearly 2 billion views. But for years and years, nobody knew who HowToBasic was. There were dozens and dozens of compilations of people suspecting it was other people. Some said it could have been his friend Max Mofo behind the channel. But recently in a video masterpiece, HowToBasic kind of revealed his face. He didn't come right out and say, "Here I am," but he did give us a lot of hints. Many people were confused as to who the real HowToBasic was, but I can confirm it is a man named Warren. Looking back, he's been in many vlogs with his friends such as Filthy Frank, Max Mofo, and iDubbbz. There have been many hints over the years, but most people didn't know who HowToBasic was. But thanks to this viral video with 20 million views, we now finally know the answer. Next up is Daft Punk. So Daft Punk have been going around for absolutely ages. They've had some of the biggest hits you can imagine ever since they started in 1993. But most people have never seen their face. Despite their iconic futuristic helmets and costumes, people don't know what they look like or their names. Well, the group comprises of 2 men. One is named Guy Manuel de Holland Christo, and the other is called Thomas Bangolder, and they're both from Paris, France. They're known for performing live and in music videos in their costumes. And even when they show up to red carpet events, everyone else may be in a tux, but they're in their full costumes. Well, this is what Daft Punk look like unmasked. They haven't actually been seen unmasked for around 5 years. But we do have these older photos from the late 90s and the mid 2000s of the pair. They're both white guys, one with curly brown hair and the other with long black hair. To be honest, they look pretty typical and much more cool when they're wearing their outfits. And their outfits are just as futuristic as some of their music. Next up is Homer Simpson. Did you know the most famous cartoon character in the world is Homer Simpson? Not only is he a big deal in America, he's famous all around the globe. The Simpsons has been dubbed in around 20 different languages. This means billions of people around the globe watch The Simpsons and their favorite character is said to be Homer. But who really is Homer Simpson? Well, as you can see, this is the man who plays Homer Simpson. No offense to the guy, but he does kind of look like Homer. They both have an oval-shaped head and not much hair. The man's name is Dan Castellaneta and he's worth around $50 million. He doesn't just do the voice of Homer Simpson, he does other people too, like Mayor Quimby. He also does Willie the Groundskeeper, Krusty the Clown, Old Gil, and many more. So now you know the face behind the world's most famous cartoon character. Next up is Mike Candies. So Mike Candy is a very famous electronic music producer, and much like Marshmello in Deadmau 5, he's also known for his helmet. His helmet is one giant yellow smiley face. When he's performing on stage, he looks like a walking emoji. But Mike Candies is really Michael Kull, a 37-year-old man from Switzerland. When Mike was asked why he wears this emoji-looking helmet, he says he doesn't just want to create music, but an entire show. So he decided to bolster his performance to make up a character, that being Smiley Face Man. He actually first drafted helmets of dragons and aliens, but eventually settled on this smiley, happy emoji. Next up is Cosette. Much like Daft Punk, here is another electronic music duo. But despite this duo being very famous, many people have never seen their face. That is because, much like their name suggests, on stage they wear giant cassette tapes. Instead of a mouse head or a smiley face head, they went for something a little more unorthodox. Instead, they wear ginormous cassette tapes mounted on their head. The two winding circles make up eyes, and then the slit where you can see bits of tape is their mouth. It's quite a clever design and has made them famous worldwide. But the two men behind Cosette are Alexander Björkland and Sebastian Ferner from Sweden. I'm not sure why they perform in masks, but it's probably to give that sense of mystery. And looking at the track record of Deadmau 5, Marshmello, Daft Punk, and Mike Candies, masks really do help an EDM musician. So if you guys want to go into electronic music, you better make sure you have the money for a big helmet. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most amazing person's face finally revealed. I think it's Marshmello, as I've seen so many fake face reveals of him before, now I really know what he looks like. If you guys want more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.